All right, so yesterday, 30th, we went out and we collected our maple sap. So we've got a fair bit in here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to strain it, use a colander just to strain it, get some of the needles and stuff out of here that were from the bush. And then we're going to put it in a pot, and what we're going to do is we're going to turn it on, bring it up to a boil. Once it starts to boil, we'll turn the temperature down just a little bit. Keep it at a slow rolling boil. And then the game plan is to get it at least 10 degrees hotter than boiling once all the water has boiled out of it. So that's what we're going to do right now. We're going to strain this stuff into a pot and we're going to go from there. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm just cleaning out my other pot that I want to boil this sap up in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the lid and I'm going to dump this in and just get rid of some of the, the needles and stuff that might be in here. Catch them in the colander, and if that doesn't work, then I will just get some cheesecloth and do the same thing with that. And then most of it stayed in the bucket, so that's a good thing. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to rinse the bucket out as well. So I see one needle made its way through, two needles made their way through. So what we're going to do is we're going to scoop those out. Everything else looks pretty good though. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get those out of here. I'll just use a small spoon, get those out of here, and I'll show you what we've got here in the pot. All right, so it's been strained, it's been cleaned. The boys had a taste, so now what we're going to do is we're going to turn the elements on. We are going to bring this to a boil. It's currently 2:25 right now in the afternoon. Should take approximately 3 hours. What we're going to do is we're going to bring this to a boil. Once it starts to boil, we're going to turn it down just a little bit, bring it to a small roll, and we will go from there and continually checking it the rest of the afternoon. And I will update you guys as we do. All right, so we're just starting to come to a boil now. It is only about 10 minutes in. We're going to bring it to a boil. And what we're going to do is we're going to turn it down to a nice slow roll. And that's when the countdown begins. So it right now is 2:35 p.m. We're at a boil. We're going to let it ramp up just a little bit more. I'm going to turn the element down just a little wee bit, and we'll just bring it to a nice slow roll. All right, so we're an hour into boiling, and as you guys can see, the level has dropped quite a bit, so a lot of the water has evaporated. What I can tell you is that it smells sweet. The steam smells extremely sweet, and I just took a small sample there on a spoon and it tastes sweet. So we got about 2 hours left yet here in this, and we can see it's changing color a little bit more. So we'll just let this continue to boil. As I stir it too, you can feel it getting thicker and thicker, so that is a good sign. So I'll catch up with you guys here in another hour. All right, so I transferred it over to a smaller pot just to be able to keep a closer watch on the temperature with my thermometer. And it smells like I'm baking something in here right now. You can smell the sweetness, you can taste the sweetness in the air, and it smells nice. So she's still boiling pretty good. I've got it just at a nice boil, nothing that's splashing out. So we're just over an hour and a bit in. We got a little ways to go yet, so we'll just keep letting it boil. We'll keep watching it and see what happens from here. But you can smell the maple. You can smell it. It's not really strong, but you can smell it here as this boils. Smells good. Well, getting down to the nitty-gritty here. I might get half a cup. Two and a half hours in, and it's thickening up, and I'll probably get about a half a cup, maybe, out of what I had. But it smells like maple more and more, and like I say, it is thickening up. As I stir it, you can hear the water evaporating on the bottom. And this is getting pretty thick now. Looks pretty good. Thickening up. We're almost there. All right, guys, so I got a quarter cup out of that, and it's thick. It's like really nice syrupy looking. So I probably didn't quite have a gallon. I was probably quite a bit less than a gallon, but I found that stirring it evaporated the water a lot quicker. I'm 2.5 hours in instead of 3 hours in, and it yielded 1/4 cup of syrup. So, you know, it's my first time alone, solo, doing this, and I think that's all right. So I'm happy with that. I mean, it's better than nothing, right? It comes from Mother Earth, and I made my own syrup. So thanks for watching, guys. This is Fred of E3FAL, Ontario Northwest Bushcraft Outdoors, March 31st, under some pretty strenuous conditions out there today in this world of ours. Thanks for watching, guys. Love you all. Take it easy.